Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We meet again in my video. Okay, my name is Zainal Abidin Sayadi. So in this video, I'm going to show you how we can create interactive content using augmented reality, and the application that we are going to use today is zapworks. Okay, so in my previous video, I showed you how to create an account, okay, a free account using this zapworks. So today I'm going to start off, okay, to create a new project, okay, using some of the tools, okay, in zapworks. So let's get started. All right, so first of all, we just click this button, okay, plus button here, okay, new project, or you can click on this new create new project. Okay, it's always the same. So there are a few types of tools that we can use, okay, to create a project. So we can use studio here, we can use designer, okay, or we can use universal AR. Okay, but for a beginner or non-programmer like me, so I just use WIDGETS or designer. Okay, if you want to use studio, it is still possible, but you need to download this software, okay, to your computer. So today in this video, my focus is to show you how to use widgets. Okay, so I will just choose here, click here, and then I will continue. Right. Okay. So as I mentioned earlier in my previous, okay, we are given 5 free projects. So since we have already created one, so here we have projects remaining 4. But if you need more, you can buy, okay, from this website. Okay, so this is untitled project. So the first thing that we need to do is to name this project. Let's say I'm going to work on, okay, create something on job application process. So I name this as a job application. So this is a project. Okay, so we can straight away edit with widgets, meaning we can straight away include the contents into our project, and then we publish, and then people can start scanning using their mobile phone. Okay, so there are triggers. So for people, okay, if you are using this trigger, okay, this is what we call as zap code. Okay, we need to download, okay, our audience, our students need to download this Zappa app into their mobile phone. Okay, available from the Apple Store, App Store, or Google Play, and also from the Huawei Gallery. And it is good as a developer, okay, and that who is creating the content. So we should also download this Zappa into our mobile phone so that we can test, or we can preview, okay, the content. So I'll go back to this. So I'm going to, okay, zapworks also give us options to create different types of triggers. Okay, so we have zap code here, web AR, okay, using QR, and also deep link. So if we are using this QR, our users, okay, they don't have to download the mobile app. So that is something I think that is very, very helpful, because usually augmented reality, okay, we don't have one single universal reader. Okay, so if we are providing them with this QR code, meaning they can just scan this using any QR reader available in their mobile phone. Another way is, okay, if they don't have this mobile QR reader or Zappa, okay, to scan the codes here, we can always use this URL deep link. Okay, so I'm going to select trigger. Okay, first of all, okay, perhaps I will provide with all these three different types of triggers here. So just select zap code. So I just create trigger here. Okay, and then I'm going to add new. Okay, and this time I'm going to click on this QR code. So create trigger. So I have now it is available. Okay, the QR code, and then also the zap code, and then I need to add a new one, that is deep link. Okay, that is the URL. So the URL is already here. So you can always use the URL shortener to customize. Okay, for example, using bit.ly later on. Okay, so we have the triggers here. So we can go to triggers, because we need to download, okay, all the triggers, especially the code, okay, that we have just now. Okay, so here we have this one, we can just ignore. Okay, so we need to download this QR code. Okay, so I'm going to click on this. Okay, we will download this image PNG, and also this zap code. Later on, okay, we need to copy this URL, okay, so that we can include in our whatever image, okay, or yeah, target image, right? So we already have downloaded. Okay, we'll come back to that later. Now it is time for us to edit our project to include. Okay, just edit with widgets. Okay, click on this red button here. Okay, so now these are the types of contents. Okay, the different contents that we can include in our project. So we have image, we can have photo album, we can have video, we can have audio, okay, contact, okay, your phone number, okay, your email address, calendar event, web link. Okay, so in terms of number of content that we can include in these widgets, okay, it is a little bit limited. Okay, we can only include 8. So first of all, perhaps I want to so there is nothing here. So once we create something here, click something, okay, for example a video, okay, it will appear here. So first of all, let's say, because my project is about job application just now, so I'm going to have some video contents into my project, and also some web links, for example websites, so that I can show, okay, the students. Okay, it could also be some exercises using Google Form, okay, and so on. So I will be using this web link. So You can also have image and also photo album, okay, related to the project. So I'm going to show you how we can include this video. Okay, so there are three different ways. Okay, one is we just take a video from YouTube and then copy the URL and then put in our content here, or if we have our own video in our computer, we can upload. Okay, but it will take some time to upload and also to process. Okay, so it depends on the size of your video if you want to upload. And also Vimeo is another platform similar to YouTube. So I'm going to use YouTube. All right, so let's say I'm going to first, okay, using this video on how to write an incredible cover letter. So what will I need to do is to just copy this URL, and then we go back to zapworks tab just now. Okay, click on this video, and I'm going to use YouTube. Okay, so next is to paste this. Okay, and it will test, okay, check whether the address is correct or not. Okay, and then it will appear here. This is a preview. So if this is the correct one, so I'm going, okay, I use this video. Okay, use this video, and this will appear here. So the title here, because the title from this YouTube is how to write incredible, okay, cover letter. Okay, but we can, okay, always edit this one. Okay, I mean the name here, how to write cover letter. Okay, let's say cover letter. All right, so now we have our first content in our project. Let's say I want to add another one. There is another video on how to attend job interview. Okay, so I already searched in YouTube. Okay, and I found that this video is very interesting. Okay, you can also have your own video just now. Okay, so I need to copy this URL, and then you go back to this zap, the editing. So another one video here. Okay, so that was from YouTube. So I just click on this and then Control V. Okay, it will check whether the URL is correct, and this is the title. So this is similar to what I want to this is the correct one, so I use this video. Okay, now we have our second content. So I just rename this into interview. Okay, I don't actually rename the name of that video actually, but just the title for this content. All right, so we need a few more so that it will look nice in our when people scan this. All right, so we can also have web link. Okay, this is very useful. Okay, or so I'm going to use this web link. So let's say I already have this where one website that I think it's very useful. Okay, I want my students to go through this website. Okay, so I just copy the URL. So it is very simple actually to include this. You can upload, or you can if it is media, okay, from the internet, you just copy the URL, and then because that is web based, okay, so we are going to use web link here. Okay, just copy and paste the URL. Okay, so we need to generate the screenshot, okay, the screenshot from the website, okay, or we can always upload our custom image here. Okay, so let's say I want to upload an image here, for example, okay, the custom image. Okay, no, okay, just generate this one. Okay, and then just create the web link here. Okay, and of course, okay, you can edit the name here. It is web link, but we do not know, okay, to indicate, okay, to help our students to know what type of website, okay, or the content that we want them to go to. Okay, so it is good that we name that. Okay, so this one is a step-by-step guide to the job, okay, the process. Okay, so perhaps, okay, I just the process here. All right, and another one, perhaps, okay, another okay, another website I think I want to share with my students to include in my project here. So another website, so I'm going to use this web link, and then I just paste it here. Okay, I can upload custom image if I want to, but I can just generate a screenshot. Okay, so I can just create web link here. Okay, and then I can edit this hiring process, for example. So you can always edit this. So we have 4 different types of contents here. So now we can preview. Okay, it is not published yet. Okay, it is not published yet, so we can preview. Okay, to preview this, okay, just click on this. Okay, so that's why we need to have this mobile app, okay, from Zepa, so that we will be able to scan and see how does it look alike. All right, so once we are happy with that, then we can publish. All right, so we can always, okay, add content and then preview and then add content. Okay, if we are not happy, then we can just delete the our content here. Okay, there's one delete button for this. Okay, if you are not happy with this, okay, it doesn't suit to the overall content, perhaps, okay, you can just delete. All right, okay, let's say we want to have some images. Okay, so we have 2 different types here. This is a single image, this is a photo album. So photo album, you can have multiple photos or images into that widget. Okay, for image, okay, only one single. Okay, so we can have this image. Okay, for example, so we can upload our image. So let's say I want to upload, okay, because there is nothing here, so I need to upload a few For example, okay, this one. Okay, no, not this one. Okay, I'm going to look at all right, so let's say this one is okay, the image, so make sure the image that you upload is the relevant. Okay, so uh, let's say this is the image that you want. You can also name this, you can edit this, the name here. Okay, remember, okay, we so far we have five different types, okay, or contents here. The maximum number of contents that we can put in widget is 8. Okay, so we can have this. Okay, so I just delete this part. Okay, delete widget. Okay, let's say I want to let's say we have a podcast, okay, in mp3 or audio. So just click on this sound, okay, and then you can upload sound. Okay, so we have to find the mp3 because that is audio. Okay, can I find one perhaps? Okay, so let's say this is okay, so I just click here and then it will be uploaded. Okay, and it will be included here. So let's say this is, we name this as podcast. All right, so once it is ready, we can publish. Of course, we need to preview, okay, many times before we can publish. But whatever it is, if you have published, okay, and then let's say we publish this, okay, so it will be stated here last when it was last published. Let's say we create more content or we delete some of the contents here. Okay, let's say we have this image, another image. Okay, so this is after the we have published. We want to edit the content, so we can upload image here, or we can use the previous one that we have uploaded. So this here, so we need to republish. Okay, we need to republish our content. So whatever changes we have here, until we click on the publish button, it will maintain on the previous version. All right, okay, and there are a few more options here that I want to show. Okay, upload center image here, it is okay because in widgets, okay, the outcome will be some bullets, actually, not bullet, okay, circular, okay, contents, okay, moving, okay, and there's one center image. Okay, so you can always use that center image, but it is optional. Okay, this is just to customize perhaps, okay, your material. Okay, so you can upload image, or you can use the previous one that you have. It doesn't matter. Okay, it must be something relevant. You can also have this background sound. Okay, when people scan, they will be able to, okay, they will be able to hear the sound or the background music that you include. All right, okay, since we have already downloaded the zip code and everything, so now it is time for us to distribute. Okay, one way to use this, okay, to distribute is to put our codes, okay, into some printed materials. All right. Okay. So the next step is to embed the codes into our, okay, into the materials that we have. So usually okay, you can use different apps to create, okay, and this is one example. Okay, I'm using Canva here. So I have prepared this some poster, sort of poster, so that when people, okay, I will distribute this poster to my students, okay, whether it is soft copy or printed. But it doesn't have any trigger here. The zip code, the QR code, it is not here. So I need to include this. Okay, so I need to do some editing and also embedding the codes. All right. Okay, now I have already edited my poster, and the poster now is I have all the details here. Okay, the zip code as well as the QR code that I downloaded from zapworks, as well as the deep link. So the poster is ready. So what, okay, I can just distribute this, okay, using Canva here. So I can download and then I can distribute this, send to my students, or I can print this material, this poster, and I can distribute, okay, give it to my students, and my students have the opportunity to look at the content here, okay, and if they have this Zappa mobile app, they can use the mobile app, okay, to scan this code. If they didn't have, okay, but they only have this QR reader, so they can use the QR reader. And if they don't have both, okay, so they can just type, okay, the URL. Okay, so my advice is, okay, you can use bit.ly, okay, to shorten and to customize this URL so that it is easier for